Tonight with developing news on the State House budget battle.
One day after the House Finance Committee essentially rejected Governor Chafee's controversial sales tax expansion plan, lawmakers are now looking at new ways to trim Rhode Island's massive deficit.
The state is facing a projected shortfall of $331 million for the upcoming fiscal year. The governor had hoped to cut into that deficit with a new two-tiered sales tax system that would lower the overall sales tax to 6%, but expand the number of items and services taxed. He also wanted to create a new 1% sales tax for dozens of other items that are currently tax exempt.
But that plan apparently fell through after hundreds of people turned out yesterday to testify against expanding the sales tax. And now we're learning about possible alternatives being considered by the General Assembly.
Eyewitness News reporter Sean Daly was there for yesterday's outcry at the State House, and today he tracked down the governor and other top leaders to find out what happens next.
What a difference a day makes. From a discussion yesterday about possibly adding to the state's sales taxes to help Rhode Island close its huge budget deficit, the talk today shifted sharply to spending cuts, including possibly eliminating the Department of Higher Education to save money. A crowd of people that spilled out into a hallway in the basement of the State House yesterday spoke loudly and clearly at a House Finance Committee hearing. No new sales taxes. Their voices were heard. Only hours later, the Speaker of the House killed the idea. Today, the President of the Senate moved the budget discussion from raising taxes to cutting spending.
We're looking at possibilities such as the elimination of the Department of Higher Education, the elimination of project status. We're looking at any alternatives which merit consideration.
The mantra among lawmakers at the moment, cuts and consolidations.
We will move forward to examine all possible cost-cutting measures and the impact on our citizens.
We tracked down Governor Lincoln Chafee outside the Hasbro Toy Company's headquarters in Pawtucket.
And now it's just a matter of where we go from here.
Where do we go from here, Governor?
Well, I've submitted my budget, and I've been clear where I want to take this state, and that's investing in infrastructure, investing in education, and looking to the future.
But state lawmakers who hold the real power in Rhode Island seem to have other ideas. This budget battle is still very much in play. In fact, just before airtime, we caught up with Speaker of the House Gordon Fox, and we'll share his thoughts new at 6. Live at the State House with the Providence Mobile Newsroom, Sean Daly, Eyewitness News.
Now a story we broke first today on WPRI.com. Governor Chafee tells Eyewitness News that he's open to running as a Democrat if he seeks re-election in 2014. Chafee was a member of the Republican Party until splitting, that is, from the GOP in 2007 and becoming an independent. His father, the late Senator John Chafee, was a lifelong Republican. You can read in-depth coverage of our interview with Governor Chafee and more on his thoughts about possibly switching parties right now on WPRI.com.